All right, still on your sexual health, we are going to be learning on the care of the penis and vagina. Let's start with the penis. The penis is the organ, male organ, yeah? I would say, or need I say, that it's a male organ for those that were confirmed male at birth. Because these days, even females get to have penises, yeah? So yeah, this is a little sketch on what the penis looks like. I'm not so good with drawings, but yeah, I guess I did a good job. All right, so this organ needs to be really taken care of. A lot of men underestimate the care for the penis because they overlook things. As little as washing your hands before you handle, the penis it's an outward organ, unlike the female's vagina, which is inward. You get to hold your penis like every time of day. You hold it to urinate and do stuff, yeah? You need to care for it. So let me just run through it quickly. I wrote it down so I don't forget any points. Keep your penis clean and dry. It is very necessary you keep it clean and dry, not wet, so you don't have any germs from the wetness, going into the penis. And wear clean underwears. Most men, I'm afraid, do not wash their underwears. They can wear one boxers till Jesus comes. Wear it over and over and over. It is a no-no. You have to wash your underwears. You need to, even your PJs, sometimes you get to wear, you don't wear boxers at night. Some of you, when you get to wear PJs, do well to wash it frequently. Yeah? Use only water and gentle soap. Yes, you can use soap with your penis, but make sure it is a gentle soap, not all this harsh antiseptic and all of that. Yeah? Wash your penis before and after urinating. I've said that. If it is okay to have discharge, yeah, it's called the smegma. That discharge is called the smegma. It's usually underneath the foreskin, especially for those that were not circumcised. So there's this discharge that usually would come, yeah, underneath the foreskin. If it's too smelly, if it is frequently, then you might need to see a doctor, because if it's frequent, if it happens recurrently, you should wash more, have a bath more, clean up more, raise up the foreskin and clean underneath it, clean it properly. If it's happening more, or maybe if the head of your penis is getting reddish and irritable, and then what they call it now, if it's getting reddish and all of that, you should certainly see your doctor. Yeah, build up of the smegma can cause it to get reddish, can cause it to be painful and all of that. It might even be itchy. Yeah, a lot of people, well, I've heard about such complaints from a lot of people, not necessarily those that I spoke with, but I'm just trying to let you know it exists. So yeah, stay hydrated, eat a balanced diet, and then you'll be fine. Exercise too. All of that is for the care of the penis. The penis contains the head, which is this part, the frenulum. The frenulum is the pleasure point of the penis. Yeah, it's one of the pleasure points of a penis. This part of the penis, it's very pleasurable for men. So ladies, if you're if you're watching this, do well to pleasurize this part of it. It's underneath it. This is the back. It's an erected penis. So this is this frenulum is a pleasure point. When touched lightly, it gives your husband pleasure. So when you're handling it, you can even pleasurize him there. Use clean, soft, wet hands, not wet per se, like oily hands, and give him pleasure there. Well, I'm not talking about pleasure. Yeah, I'm talking about care for it. I just chipped that in because hey, this is Bedmatics. All right, so this is the main penis and this is the scrotum. Scrotum are the balls of the, this is where the sperm lies and all of that. This is another pleasure point. Have you thought about, ladies, pleasurizing your husband through this means? The balls, just put the balls in your mouth one of the days you get to play around and see his reaction. Tell me how he reacts. Gently though, this part is very sensitive to them. I don't want to stay put with the men. Let's just get to the women already. Okay, all right, let's start with a diagram. This is a little sketch of the vagina. The upper part of the vagina is the clitoris. That's this little it's covered with the hood. Some people, it depends on the person. There are some hood that are really pronounced, while some are, you know, not really covering the clitoris. You can see the pinkish part. Yeah, that's the clitoris, and underneath the clitoris is a urethra. The clitoris is actually the pleasure center of a woman. Men, if you're watching this, it is the pleasure center of if you stimulate it too much, there are ways you touch the clitoris, it gets to hurt the lady. You have to be gentle with that area. It's a sensitive part of our organ. Yeah, that was just a chip in. The urethra is the urine where she passes out urine. It's a pea drop kind of, you know, looking size, just a dot. Yeah, urethra, that's the opening. Then we have the labia. We have two parts, the labia minora and the labia majora, the outward bigger lips of the vagina is called the majora, and then the ones where you have your pubic hair is the majora. Then this part is one that has no pubic hair, that the lips are closes and all of that. Call it the lips. That's why it's called labia. It's the labia minora. Yeah. Yes. It actually protects you from having painless sex. It does a lot. It actually covers. It's like a lip. It covers the vagina, the urethra, and all of that. All right. So yes, then yeah, that's the labia minora. And then the next is the vagina itself. The vagina itself, it's a small opening. It is this is the strongest part of a woman, because through this vagina canal, that's where a woman births a baby. You see how small it is? It enlarges to accommodate the head and body of your baby. Isn't God amazing? And then when it opens up, it contracts back to this small thingy. Usually, if you're having sex for the first time, if you're a virgin, this part is covered. It has a covering. That's what they call the hymen. The hymen covers this part, you know. Then if you are having a penetration, sometimes when you even have your tampons can puncture the hymen. Not just tampons now, some strenuous sports, horse riding and the rest can tamper it. Yeah, running, climbing trees. You know, most of you must have done that when you were young, climbing trees and playing all those kind of rough play. And then when you got this virgin, you'll be wondering, I didn't bleed. I heard we're meant to bleed. That's a myth. You know, not everybody bleeds, because sometimes your hymen are punctured and then there is no much. They're not that doesn't mean they're not virgins, but you know, it's been punctured. It's just a little left, or, you know, nothing at all. So there's a covering there. If you're a virgin, that's the hymen. That's where you find it before penetration. Yeah. So then we have beneath it, we have the anus. This part here, anus. Yeah. Oh, before there, with the space between the vagina, and you see my board, between the vagina and the anus is the perineum. The perineum is another pleasure center of for the women. I just showed you all of that to talk about the care. Now let's go deep into the care of the vagina. Before I go there, the urethra opening, yeah, it has this urethra opening around this area. This is a urethra, yes. Around this area, before the vagina itself, it's the pleasure center again. I've called so many pleasure center. The female organ is so pleasurable. It's another pleasure center. They call it the G-spot underneath it, actually. So if you go into the vagina itself, it's just less than 3 inches. You will find it, the G-spot. You see, that's why some men, yeah, if they can handle their women well with the penis, they are able. You don't need a very long size to be able to hit her G-spot. With 3 inches, you can get there. You can even use clean fingers. Yes, That's how you get to a G-spot. Then the ureter, so when you proper stimulation of that will make her even squirt. Yeah, what it releases is it's called the scanal. Am I pronouncing it well? The scanal gland. The scanal gland. It is it's also called the female prostate. It is the whitish, milkish thing. Yeah, it usually helps to prevent UTIs. You know, when you ease yourself and then there's discharge that is coming from the scanal gland, the female prostate. It helps wash the old vagina, and it prevents us from having all those diseases. That's why you are not meant to put any soap in your vagina. It cleanses itself. The vagina cleanses itself. You shouldn't put any, even douching. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. Douching, putting chemicals or stuff into this part. People do that to clean inside the vagina, and then I'm like, what? You shouldn't put anything into this part to make it smell nice or whatever. So your vagina is not flowers. It can't smell like flowers. So it has its own smell. It's unique. It doesn't smell so nice. The smell is not flowery, perfumey. Do you get it? It's just there. However, if it smells bad or fishy, then there's a problem. I don't know if you get it now. Because some of you might like, I perceive something. It's how it is. If it's bad, then you need to see a doctor. Then there is a problem. Then maybe you've contacted something. You should have it checked. Yeah? So you should care for the vulva area, but leave this vagina. Don't put anything inside. But yes, you should clean. You should make sure this part is nice and clean, and then smelling good, and all of that. So let's go. I wrote it down so I don't forget. I don't want this video to be too long, because we have a whole other module to talk about. So don't use any irritant product. There's so many things that irritates the vagina. It could be even having a bubble bath. It could be using bathing gel, soaps, antiseptics. So many things irritate it. Hygiene wipes, talcum powder. People even pour powder there. Hey, goodness gracious. Deodorants, antiseptics, I've said that. Shower gel, panty liners, and many things that irritate the vagina. When you use certain things and you see it irritated, don't even use all the things I've mentioned above. I've mentioned here. Avoid douching. Putting something inside to clean. The vagina cleanses itself. The outside part of the vagina is what you should clean with water. Water alone cleans there. However, you can use mild soap. That is feminine wash. There's some feminine hygiene that are organic. There's so many deceptive ones in the supermarkets right now. They will even write organic there, and it's not 100%. It's not. It's mixed and everything. I would advise you use water, and it's just that water sometimes cannot clean it enough. I'm not saying use water for the vagina opening, but I'm talking about the vulva. You need to clean it with a mild soap. And use one. I use a feminine wash from there's this company called The Untamed. It is watery sort of, but it cleanses and it makes me feel good down there. So use one that will not mess with your pH balance. There's a particular pH level your vagina should have. Do not mess around with the chemical of the pH balance of your vagina. Don't alter it, otherwise you start itching, otherwise you start feeling irritable down there, otherwise you just feel uncomfortable. So leave it as it is. Yeah, wear breathable underwears. If you can wear silky PJs, silky, have silky beddings if you can, or cotton, 100% cotton. Wear silky cotton underwears that are breathable. When you go out here, stop wearing tight things every time. Jeans, tight, leggings, morning to afternoon to night. Even when you sleep, tight PJ, no. It has to breathe. Next point is do not sleep with panties. Why should you even sleep with pants? We are married, for crying out loud. Aside being married, you should leave there for breeze. Let air come in. Make you feel good down there. Do not sleep with pants. It's a no-no. You should allow your vagina breathe. Yeah? And next point is avoid sponging. Some people can scrub for Africa. If it's itching you or some irritation you're having, you can use there's this mild, what they call that thing now? Oh, the name just popped up my head. There are some mild cream that can help to douse any irritation, unless you're having something, unless you're having smells and it's repeatedly it repeatedly happens, then you can get to call your gynecologist, book an appointment to have it checked. But if it's just something mild or something you're reacting to, there's a cure. Just go to the pharmacy and get, if I get the name again, I would pop it on my screen. Yeah, all right, great. Next point is swimming in highly chlorinated water. If you're swimming and the water is highly chlorinated, it can affect. So be careful. If you want to go swimming, check with the pool manager or whoever and ask, how much chlorine did you put in this water? Check. Don't just dive into any pool you see. Too much activity, yes, that is direct to your vulva, can, cause so much friction. Activity, sex is not involved though. That one is a good activity. It's a very good activity with your spouse. Yeah, but activities are so strenuous on the vulva. Please be careful. Horse riding, all of that. Horse riding. What else again? Cycling. All those are strenuous on the vulva, so be careful. All right, another is eat positive, vulva positive food. There's so many food you can eat that can help you, help the vulva area just be happy. To have a happy, healthy vulva, eat cranberries. Cranberries, if you want to drink cranberry juice, drink it. If you want to eat it as a fruit, eat it. Fantastic for your vulva. It will even help your husband when he's giving you a head. Take up all the juicy stuff from there. I'm not joking. All right, you can also have pineapples. Oh, pineapples are another amazing one. You can eat pineapples frequently to help the vulva smell and taste good. Taste, well, you didn't hear that from me. Okay, yeah, pineapples, cranberries, yogurt, rich yogurt. It's a go-to. It's a yes for me. Avocados, fantastic. Avocados. If I gist you the gist of avocado, just remind me sometime when you see me, gist me this gist of avocado. I have a full gist for avocado. Avocados are good fruits that you can eat. People hardly eat avocados. Some people they hardly like it, but you can have it on your toast. You can eat it raw. You can have it. You can match it. You can have it a spread. Eat avocado today. Eat it. Let me see. What else again did I write? Yeah. I've basically spoken about everything. Exercise regularly, including your pelvic floor exercise. You need to exercise, especially the pelvic floor. Come on, you need to keep moving it every day. Have particular timing where you do your pelvic floor exercise. As I'm even talking to you, I'm doing it right now. Yes, exercise by doing other kinds of exercise, but I'm still saying that's inclusive, but also your pelvic floor. Keep doing it. Keep doing your pelvic floor exercise. You don't know the effect of that thing. It works wonders. It helps that pelvic floor get strengthened. Do you know, I watched a video of a lady particularly picking a dumbbell that has a handle with a vulva. I screamed, I said the power of the vulva. But that thing, I don't know how true it is, but there are wonders with this, your vulva. Trust me. It does wonders. So until you keep stretching, exercising, and strengthening it, you wouldn't know. So imagine it's your husband's penis is inside of you. You are able to grasp and, let it go, grasp it, let it go, grasp it. That is in exercising, you're strengthening it. And then it helps you during the act of lovemaking with your husband to enjoy it. You have a grasp of him. Not be say when he puts something inside, nothing is holding, nothing is holding. Nah. Say it's a no for you. After this course, you'll be able to grasp. The man will feel the grabs like, I wonder, where did you go to? Tell him you got Bedmatics 101. Because things are gonna turn around for you, trust me. Alright, so that's basically it. Don't forget your multivitamins. You need to take multivitamins, loads of them, especially one that is rich in omega-3, omega-3 plus. Fish oil, all of that is good for the vulva. It's good for you. It's good for your mental. It's good for your health. I'm about to say mental health. It's good for your health, overall well-being. I hope you have learned something about the penises and vulva.